Good morning, and I hope everybody is ready for Christmas. And welcome back to Wendy Hill Kennel. This is I think it's the 19th. Isn't that awful? I've been so busy I haven't even paid any attention to date. It is the 19th. This is Whitney's kids. These guys, it's supposed to be 56 today, and guess what? They are staying out here all day. They have been in the house with us, and it's been like having 10 kindergartners that can't go out and play, that haven't been out for 4 or 5 days, and you're ready to kill them all. So that's kind of been our issue with these guys. I went through this morning and I took current weights on them, so I can give you current weights. I'm going to give you colors as well as microchip numbers because I'm just going to kind of stand here with a broad screen. Otherwise, if I read my numbers, I'll drift off and I won't have anybody in the picture. Okay, let's go down through these pretty fast. So we got other things to do. 6625 is a male with a red collar. He is the Merle with the red collar that still shows the Merle spots. He's 5 pounds, 10 ounces. 6630 is the other Merle he's the big guy with the red collar, and he is up to 7 pounds. The next one is 6645. It's a male with the neon green collar, 5 pounds, 3 ounces. 6548 is a female with the neon orange collar on, and I know it's going to be really hard to spot collars. We'll try and do that as we do the video later because her hair is so long it's covering it up. But she has the neon orange is 6 pounds, 4.5. The purple collared puppy, which is a female, is 6638. She is 5 pounds and 9.5 ounces. 6642 is the light pink collared female. She's the real dark coat. She's 4 pounds, 11.1. 6628 is a male with a yellow collar, and that puppy is 5 pounds, 15.2. 6627 is the male with a forest green collar out here, and he is 6 pounds, 12.2. And 6637, Libby, your little girl is getting big. She's standing right there on the end of the bed. I see her collar. She's up to 4 pounds on the button. So, hey, she's catching them. 6635 is the royal blue male, 5 pounds, 8 ounces. So, there we go. That's all the weights and the collar colors and all that jazz. So the next part is the light pink collar puppy is under the bed. I just spotted her coming out. And the yellow is on top of the bed right now. So there's a couple things today. I know I've told you lots of stuff during the other videos. This video is primarily for you when you go home. You have got to make these guys spend crate time. If you leave them loose in your house all the time, don't put them in the crate, they're going to become dependent on you and stay with you. They will also, as you're busy, they will potty somewhere in your house and you'll never know it. You've got to limit their location where you keep them. If they are loose, maybe a kitchen or an X pin on a hard surface. The biggest thing is don't make them your hip ornament, which means don't keep them with you all day. They've got to spend independent time. Dogs are a pack animal. If they don't learn to be a little bit of an independent, they like the pack, that's great, but then they need their own time. If you work and you're off for a Christmas vacation because of school, and this dog is with you all the time, you let it sleep on your lap, you let it sleep on the floor, you're going to pay. Do not let them sleep on your lap, which you're going to go, oh, you're kidding. Not for the first 2 months. They've got to learn the crate is their house and that's where they sleep. If you also notice, they're out here eating rocks and mulch and sticks. Whatever they can eat that's on the gravel. Probably gravel too. So when they're out and they're playing and they get tired, put them in the crate. Don't let them sleep on the floor by your feet because you'll get up and go do something and they'll wander off and piddle. Plus, they're going to think that they don't belong in their crate. They belong loose with you all the time. So for your own sake and the sake of the phone calls that I get after people have 4 months of having a puppy that they've kept with them all the time and it's screaming when they leave, it's tearing everything up, That's how you get a schizophrenic dog. They've got to learn to be independent. So when they're in the crate, we give them new toys every day. There's the neon green color over there, and the red color, big guy here with, oops, he just took off. They get bored of their toys just like kids do. So when you put them in the crate the next day after they've gone out to potty, give them something new to do. If you're going to work, give them a bone, give them a bully stick, give them a cow toe or a pig ear. Bones are not a bad thing. I know on the news around here right now, they've got a big thing about bones. It's such a joke. They're telling people that bones are the worst thing you can give your dog, yada yada. They are, if you give it from a cooked piece of meat. So if you're having Christmas turkey, or you're having a ham, or you're having T-bone steaks, whatever the meat is that's got a bone in it, or you're making homemade stew, don't give them the bones after you've cooked the meat. Give them the bones raw. So the best way to do that is go to your local butcher and ask them for dog bones. Shank bones or leg bones are the round ones that look like the soup bones everybody thinks about. And they'll eat the bone marrow out of the center of it. They'll also chew all the tendons off of the bone. It keeps them busy for hours. It also helps them to get rid of that chewing crave that they've got to cut those teeth. So raw bones are not bad. It's the cooked bones that are bad. Stay away from the bones you find at the farm stores or the pet shops that say smoked, and they're wrapped in like a vacuum seal bag. Those have been heated to like 200 to 220 degrees. It's still cooked. If they weren't cooked, that raw meat on the outside of that bone that you see in the package and the bone marrow would stink like roadkill. So they have had to cook it before they package it. And I can tell you from experience, I bought 75 of those smoked bones 3 years ago to give to clients at Christmas time when they came to pick up their puppy, just for a little extra something. And I gave one to one of my poodles, and all of a sudden I heard this crunching and crackling, and I looked over and there were big shards of bone laying, and she was chewing up shards of bone, and we took it away from her and scooped her mouth out, and I took all the bones back to the store. So stay away from smoked bones. Bully sticks are wonderful. Dentist sticks are those little things that look like toothbrushes. That's a marketing ploy to get you to buy them. They last about 5 to 6 minutes a puppy. They chew them and eat them. It does not get their teeth any cleaner than their dog food does, because they're still chewing it up. So dentist sticks, you can get it if you want to pay for the treat, but it's not going to do the purpose that you think it's going to do. Raw bones will let them chew for hours and hours and grind their teeth on them. Shank bones, rib bones. Rib bones are really, really good because if they're raw, they'll eat them and they'll eat the whole bone. Their teeth perforate the bone and they can eat the whole thing. So bones are your best friend, but give it something new to do. Kongs are good, but I'll tell you the bad side of the Kongs is people don't wash them. They do get black mold on the inside where the dog's tongue goes in there all the time to clean out whatever you've put in there. And they get saliva, there's leftover food or snack, and they do mold. So if you do a Kong, make sure you wash it with a bottle brush at least once a week, or even then rinse it in a mild solution of Clorox water. Just a real diluted down mixture was fine. Won't hurt the puppy at all. Just rinse it and go. You're good. I was trying to catch what they were doing. They'll play out here like this until they get exhausted and drop. The other thing with your puppy, if you work all day and you get home, this is the energy level you're going to see in your dog. So you got to get outside and you got to wear that energy level off. You might have to go for a long walk. If it's cold and you teach your dog to chase a ball, and you have a long haul in your house, roll it down the hall and let them chase it over and over and over, and really praise them when they come back with it. That way they'll keep on going and you can wear them out. Anything you can do to wear out the energy level, I would really advise. Otherwise, they're going to tear your house apart. They're going to look for something to do. One thing when you get your puppy home, if you have questions, you are always welcome to call me. The big thing with puppies, they play with their mouth. They interact with their mouth. they're going to chew on you. You can stop this habit the first 2 days you have the puppy home. But you've got to set down a precedence and really make everybody in the household do the same thing. So biting around here is not allowed. They are not allowed to touch us with their teeth whatsoever. So if they go to bite your hand or chew on your fingers and you think they're being lovingly about it, no. They're trying to figure out if they can chew on you and be your alpha. So you got to stop it right up front. Give them, some people say, oh, I just give him something else to do. Well, that's great, but there's times they're going to chew on you. We bop them in the nose with the back of our hand and tell them no bite. And it's a pretty stern bop. I want them to understand it's not acceptable to bite or chew on us at all. If you have small children, they're going to do the same thing. So you've got to run interference with your kids if they're small and do not understand the no bite, because this puppy can really do some damage with these sharp teeth. If you've got toddlers or infants in the house, they've got to learn to respect the toddler and the infant. And so when you come to pick up, we'll talk more about nipping and chewing. I'll answer any questions I can. The big thing to remember is I'm always available by phone call. So if you have any questions, please give me a call. I don't mind at all. Don't email me. I probably won't get back to you for 2 or 3 days. You can text me. They're really having a good time. I always have my phone with me, so I do text. But the big thing is enjoy your dog. Set down rules, boundaries, and limitations. I know for many of you this will be your last video because I have a lot of you coming this weekend to pick up your puppy. And, bring your questions that I did not answer for you on the videos that I sent out. I have sent all videos out to Whitney's Litter. If you have not gotten your videos, it has, it's an email with 5 videos on it, 4 or 5. And your vitamin information is on there. They've been on New Vet Vitamin. So you should have gotten 2 emails from me. If you did not, please text me and let me know. Text me your email address and I'll resend it out because maybe it's wrong on my end. But those did go out about 2-3 days ago. Other than that, that's about all I can throw at you for right now until you get here. But don't feel bad about bringing me questions. No question's a dumb question. And you're going to have your hands full with these guys. They are like, they love this bed. They play on this bed in the shop. These are called kundras. Kundras. If you have questions about them when you come, call, let me know. I'll be glad to answer it and tell you where they come from. I can jump up and down on that bed and I don't hurt it at all. And the dogs cannot. It has a lifetime guarantee on it, so the dogs can't ruin it. And it's vinyl. You can hose it off and it works great. So have a good one. I hope your family has a wonderful holiday. Just remember the reason for the season. And we'll see many of you soon. So call me if you have any questions. Also, make sure your vet appointment is booked in so you can get in at least 3 days after you take your puppy home. We ask that they be vet checked within that first 3 days they go home. So, oh my goodness. Now you know why they're staying out here all day. Have a good one. See ya.